Okay everyone, welcome to problem number 7, reverse integers. Okay, given a signed 32-bit integer x, written x with its digits reversed. If reversing x causes the values to go outside the signed 32-bit integer, range minus 2 raised to 31 to 2 raised to 31 minus 1, then return 0. Assume that the environment doesn't allow you to store 64-bit integers, signed or unsigned. So it's pretty straightforward. If x is 1 to 3, we gotta return 3 to 1. If negative 1 to 3, then it's negative of 3 to 1. It could have the ending zeros, so we shouldn't add 0 at the in the beginning. So if it is 1 to 0, then we gotta return 21. Same constraints. Let's actually start coding it then. So yeah, we know all the old school trick, right? So if the digits are 1 2 3, then we can write the number as 12 into 10 plus 3. That's how you start plucking out the digits from the back. 12 could be written as 1 into 10 plus 2 and then plus 3. So that's how you kind of iterate through the numbers, and that's how you start plucking out the digits from the back. That's a very old school technique for reversing out the digits. You shouldn't do just first convert it into a string and then reverse the string and then try to reverse the number. That's no way. Yeah, the important constraint about this problem is that you cannot say you have the minimum to be minus 2 raised to 31, maximum to be 2 raised to 31. Then you cannot do if x is less than min or x is greater than max. Why? Because you are not allowed to store anything that is greater than 32-bit integer range. So if you do something like this, you would kind of run into an error and your code would crash. The workaround we could think about, well, let's actually start doing it. If how to handle the negative of the number. So say negative equals false to begin with. If x is less than 0, then negative would be true, and we will actually just change the number to be positive, just so that we don't have to worry about the sign. Anyway, we have the flag, so while return will just multiply it by -1, and that would be the end word. So again, let's start while x. So let's start storing digits in reverse, in a reverse variable. So if reverse is less than minimum divided by 10, or reverse is greater than max divided by 10, then we'll return 0. Why 10? Because yeah, you'll see just a second. So how do we reverse the numbers? So last digit would be x modulo 10, reverse would be 10, sorry, whatever we have stored in the reverse, so 10 into reverse plus this new digit. So currently we do not have anything, so reverse would be 0 and the last digit would be 3, so reverse would store in as 3, and x would go to x divided by 10. Now why did I divide by 10? Because for the next iteration I know I could just it's anyway gonna get multiplied by 10. So if I could stop before that iteration, then I don't have to worry about the overflow condition. Fair? Then we will return reverse of the number. If not negative, else -1 into reverse. Okay, that's basically to it. Let's see if it works. Kind of works fine. Submit, and that is accepted. All right, thank you so very much for tuning in. Means a lot. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.